I didn't confront her when I saw it, that photo. Her smile, wide, practiced, rehearsed, angled just right for the phone camera. Her boss's hand resting on the small of her back, like he'd claimed something that didn't belong to him. And the caption, "My real partner." Not me, not us. Her real partner. I didn't comment, didn't like it, didn't rage or slam a glass against the wall like the movies would have me do. No. I just stared at it long enough to let the words burn into me, searing calm where anger should have been. I learned long ago, the loudest man loses. We had history, her and I. Long nights building decks together for investors, side by side in cheap suits that smelled of sweat and ambition. We'd split takeout cartons on the conference table, her handwriting scribbled across whiteboards, while I sharpened her loose ideas into strategies that worked. I thought we were a team. I thought we meant something. I was wrong. The first cracks showed months before the photo. Little things. She'd laughed too hard at his jokes during meetings. She started dressing sharper, lingering in his office with the door half closed. My instincts nudged me, but I shoved them aside. After all, hadn't we built this together? Wasn't loyalty the foundation? But then she started staying late, her calendar blocked out with vague strategic sessions. And then came the photo. The caption, "My real partner." That wasn't just betrayal, that was mockery. I didn't shout, I didn't accuse. Instead, I started planning. First, I pulled records, expense reports, project budgets, contracts. I found what I expected. She was sloppy when she thought no one was watching. Meals with her mentor coded as client dinners. Company hours used for personal trips. Ideas I drafted appearing in her project files with my name stripped out. Piece by piece, I built a file. Every message, every timestamp, every invoice that reeked of misuse. I called in one favor from a contact in compliance, quietly, told him to take a look without explaining why. Within 2 days, I had a neat, undeniable stack of violations that tied her directly to him. Then came the real preparation. Our quarterly review was scheduled for Friday. Attendance, board, senior staff, a few key guests. She'd be there, hungry for credit, confident she'd shine under the spotlight. I made one adjustment to the guest list. Just one name. A man she thought she could keep hidden. Her boss's boss. Friday. The boardroom smelled of coffee and polished wood. Everyone took their places, murmurs filling the space like the hum before a storm. She walked in, sleek in a black dress, chin high, her confidence radiating like perfume. And then she froze. Because sitting in the chair beside me was the one man she didn't expect. The one man who had the power to end both her career and her little affair. Her face drained in real time, color retreating, eyes widening, throat tightening as if she couldn't swallow. I didn't look at her, not yet. I just started the presentation. Every slide was clean, every number precise. I spoke calmly, deliberately. I gave credit where it was due. But when it came to her section, I handed it off with a smile. "She'll walk you through this part," I said. She stood, shaky but still trying to smile. She clicked forward, and there it was, the document I'd slipped in. A ledger, mismatched expenses highlighted in red, screenshots of her altered reports, side-by-side timelines showing where her late nights overlapped with company credit card charges in restaurants miles away from the office. Silence fell like a blade. The only sound was her breath hitching, shallow and panicked. She turned to me, eyes begging for rescue. But I only tilted my head slightly, as if curious, as if this was the first I'd seen it too. Her boss's boss cleared his throat. His voice cut through the air, cold, sharp. "Explain this." She stammered, reached for excuses, tried to shift blame. But every path she took was blocked by evidence I'd already laid out. The more she spoke, the deeper she buried herself. And I sat there, silent, the picture of composure. By the time the review ended, her fate was sealed. Security was already waiting outside the boardroom. She didn't even make it back to her desk. Her badge beeped red against the scanner, useless now. She turned once, just once, looking for me in the crowd. Her face pale, trembling, lips parted like she might speak. But I didn't move, didn't nod, didn't blink. I just watched her walk out, escorted, her career dissolving behind her with every step. Afterward, people congratulated me. Not for revenge, they didn't see it that way. They called it decisive leadership, protecting the company. They thought I was the hero who saved them from a liability. They didn't know it was personal. They didn't know the real reason behind my calm. They didn't know that caption had been the spark. My real partner. No, I was the partner. I built everything she stood on. And when she chose to spit on that, she forgot one thing. I know how to dismantle what I built. Later, I sat in my office alone. The silence was heavy, but not suffocating. More like clean air after a storm. I thought back to the photo, her smirk, his hand on her back, the audacity of claiming something that wasn't hers to claim. And now? The photo still lived online, but the caption was hollow. Her real partner wouldn't answer her calls anymore. He had too much to lose. She was radioactive now, untouchable, unemployable, a cautionary tale whispered in HR meetings. She wanted a partner. She ended with nothing. Do I regret it? No. Some betrayals deserve silence. Some deserve confrontation. But hers deserved dismantling. And the beauty of it? She never saw it coming. She thought I'd rage, thought I'd fight her in the open, messy and loud. But I learned, revenge works best when it looks like justice. So when they ask me, later, why I never said a word, why I never defended myself against her games, I'll just smile and repeat the same answer I gave in that boardroom. Everything speaks for itself. And it did. It spoke louder than her pleas, louder than her excuses, louder than her screams when her badge turned red. Now, all that remains is silence. And in that silence, I finally feel whole again.